So if you're just starting out with taking photos, creating videos, editing of any kind, it can be super daunting, whether you're using a DSLR camera with a mic and a light and all that kind of stuff, or just using your phone, right? Whatever you're doing, if you're just starting out, it can be daunting. And there are a lot of great tools out there to help you edit and to help you learn. But what I've found in the past is it's hard to find what you're looking for if you don't know what to look for, if that makes any kind of sense. You see, there's a lot of apps in the App Store that will help you edit great photos, and there are a lot of YouTube videos out there that will help you take great photos. But if you don't know exactly what the problem is you're trying to solve, if you can't articulate it, if you're just starting out, that can be kind of annoying. Which is why I want to make this video today, because recently I have found two apps that are so great in terms of the amount of basic knowledge that they convey to anybody who has anything that takes a photo of a video. It makes it foolproof. It really takes away so much of the guesswork, so many of the barriers of entry, and that's what I wanted to talk about with you here today. Two great apps that are perfect for beginners that will help them level up their photos. Let's jump into it. What's going on, everybody? My name's Bobby Kowecki, and welcome back to another video. It is nice to see you all here, and if this is your first time here, welcome. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. I do videos like this each and every week on cool photo stuff, cool video stuff, how to edit, how to take videos. So if that's something that you're about, and if you like watching them, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, that bell icon, all that good YouTube stuff, so you never miss a video, because a new one goes out each and every week. Now, without further ado, let's jump on into the two apps that will power level your photo game in no time. So the first app we're going to be discussing here today is called Unscripted, and this is absolutely mind-blowing in terms of the amount of knowledge it provides to beginner photographers and videographers as well. There's a lot of great resources in here to help you dial in your poses and your lighting settings, which are a huge component of any shot you're taking and can really make a difference between something that is amateur and something that is really professional looking. So for here in the app, we have a cool little photo shoot planner, and that's all good and well. But what I really want to focus on, what I think is really neat, is the camera guide settings. And essentially what that is it breaks down all the different lightings that you could be shooting in, right? So here we have full sun, and under full sun, it dials in exactly the f-stop, the ISO, where your white balance should be at. That's Kelvin in terms of color temperature and stuff like that. It gives you for shade and indoors, for golden hour, for blue hour, for candlelit receptions, for dancing. You could shoot an entire wedding with this app. You could not know how to pick up a camera or have a very introductory knowledge of what to do with a camera. Spend some time with this app, really go through it, and you could do one of those fake it till you make it kind of things. Obviously, practice makes perfect. That's how you get to Carnegie Hall. But this takes a lot of the guesswork out. And this is something that I frankly wish I had in my pocket at all times when I was just starting to shoot video and photos as well. In addition to the camera settings, right? If that wasn't cool enough, so now you know what your settings should be in whatever kind of light you're shooting in. Cool, awesome. But when is golden hour? When is blue hour? What are these things? Well, guess what? This app, all you gotta do is put in where you are, and it'll give you the exact perfect times in the morning, in the night. It'll give you how long it lasts for wherever you are. You can add it to your calendar. Absolutely awesome. Such a cool feature. Now, if all of this wasn't enough to close you on this free, no money app, you go under the education tab and you click authentic posing, right? And it gives you guides on how to pose different types of subjects. So now not only do you know when you're gonna shoot your photos or videos, you know what kind of light and when those photos will be taken. You also can figure out the proper posing and composition for whoever the subject is that you're shooting. You've got a guide for families. You've got a guide for couples. You've got a guide for how to take authentic and artistic portraits, for boudoir photography, for motherhood. Anything you'd want is in here. It covers so many of the basics in terms of people, right? Is lacking a little bit in terms of architecture and landscape, but that's fine. I'm not complaining. That's always something they can add, and there's already so much here that it is wildly impressive that there's this much information at a glance in your pocket that anybody can access. Not only all of that, there are sections on understanding your camera in terms of the basic ISO, aperture, shutter speed, about light and composition, about business and marketing, how to get clients, how to retain clients, how to set up an invoice, how to build people, how to build your brand. This is one of the greatest apps I've ever seen, and I hope that more people talk about it because it is wildly underrated, in my opinion, in its amount of knowledge that it provides to people. Huge fan, unscripted, if you're just starting out, or even if you're like me and need the info at a glance, don't feel like pulling up a YouTube video, don't feel like pulling up this YouTube video, writing it down on a paper. You don't want that. It's in your pocket, it's ready to go. You can know when you're taking your photos, how to pose the person you're taking the photos of, and what kind of light you should be shooting it in. So that is unscripted. So now you've got it. You've got your camera settings dialed in, you know how you're gonna pose your subject, you know when you're gonna take the photos, but you may not know where you're gonna take the photos. And this can be super tricky, especially if you are taking photos in a new place. If you're on vacation, if you move to a new place, most of the time you know where you are pretty well, right? And if you don't know where you are pretty well, you know enough of the Instagram photo spots in your area because you're probably a photographer, a videographer, and you follow like-minded people and like-minded creators. So you've seen that picture from Dumbo, Brooklyn of the bridge. You've seen it. Everybody's taken it. You've seen it, right? But if you go somewhere else, you may not know that Instagram-worthy spot. And that's where this app comes in, oddly enough, named Spots. And what this is so cool. It is a library of places that people travel to and where to take photos, where like some of the most best prime photo spots are. So if we open up the app, free as well, you've got all these cool places. I recently went to Amsterdam and did not have this app. I wish I did because I don't know what this is. I don't know what Atom Tower is. I wish I did because this is a dope photo and I would have loved to take some shots of it. Love the geometry, love the lines. I didn't know it was there. I have a lot of cool shots of the canals. I have a lot of cool shots of all that Amsterdam stuff. But I don't have a shot of this because I didn't know this existed. If I had this app, I would have. And now, if you download it, you know it exists too. So let's scroll through here and look at some other places that I would want to travel, right? LA, right? Perfect. There's all these cool photos of the tunnel, all these cool photos of the palm trees, all these cool photos. I like this one of the beach. Where is this beach? There's a lot of beaches in LA. Well, right here. It's right there. El Matador State Beach. Dope. Cool. I can go there. I can find this rock formation. I can take this photo. What? That's absolutely bonkers. Absolutely crazy. Or even something simpler like, what is this cool geometry, architecture? I really like geometry and architecture. Oh, Pacific Design Center staircase. I know where it is. I can look it up. I can even open up my maps and I can get directions to it. How cool. You can plan your whole photo trip around it, right? Now, I am a New York boy, so let's see here where New York. Let's see what the New York spots are. You've got these dope escalators. I don't know what this is. Armani at Fifth Avenue. Dope. I've been to the Armani store. I've never taken a photo like this. Awesome. Again, exactly what I was saying. Architecture, you're looking up, you're shooting, dope. Now, everywhere isn't on here. Full disclosure, there are a lot of glaring omissions in terms of places that you would want to take photos. I think there should be a way to sort of add your own city, especially if you're traveling to like a smaller area. But for what they have here, for what the entry level amount of knowledge is, you can't beat it. Absolutely awesome. Download Spots if you work at Spots. Such a cool app. Big shout out to you guys for making this. And that's it. That's the video for this week. A little bit of a shorter one. I have a whole bunch of stuff in the works for other videos coming up, but I really just wanted to take this time to share with you guys some really great resources that I hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy them, if you've heard of these apps, if you've never heard of these apps, let me know down below because I'd love to hear your feedback on if this is something you'll use, if you find this valuable, if I'm late to the party with this kind of stuff. So let me know. And until next time, I'll see y'all again real soon. Take care of yourselves.